On today's episode of Paranormal Generation, the team continues the investigation at the Kewaunee Inn and finds that they're not the only guests spending the night.
I just heard a call from someone.
Is anybody staying in 303? No? Or a story to share?
Oh, sure. We'd love to hear it.
So, but come on in and let's have some dinner.
Okay. You're going to lead us to dinner?
Okay, we're over here with the candles, all right?
Romantic table for 6, please.
Yes, well...
Or actually, yeah, 6.
Wow, we get the place to ourselves.
Tonight's dinner is a pasta bar for you. We're serving it family style. We have the salad on the table, our bread and oil and dipping sauces of balsamic vinaigrette with olive oil and Parmesan cheese. The 3 dressings are raspberry, a toasted sesame, and a poppy seed. So I hope that you will enjoy, and I will be back in just a minute with some lemon for your water. Okay?
Thank you.
Okay, this is just grated that. That's Parmesan. Okay.
Great.
Okay. Can I tell you my story now?
Absolutely.
So last fall, about a year ago, I was living in the hotel, and I lived in room 303, which is, it's on the east side, so it faces out to the water. Lovely room. At night, when I was living here, we locked the doors at 11 o'clock, and I was the only one in the hotel that night. We didn't have any guests. And so I settled down and was reading a book in bed, and if you'll notice in the rooms, all the rooms have a decoration that's a different kind of decorations on the wall. 303 has some seagulls. They're ceramic seagulls that are hanging on the wall. And I was just laying there minding my own business, and those seagulls, they just flew off the wall to the end of the bed. That was the most significant thing, I guess, that happened to me. There's always that sense that there's somebody with you, watching you. And then again, when I very first came here, that threshold that goes from the cleaning area in the basement into the old basement, I couldn't physically push myself through that. And when you die, I think you leave a piece of yourself at a place where you had some significant experience. So people who had a honeymoon here, or they vacationed here, or they lived here,
Sure.
I think that's what we're sensing in the basement. And maybe they just weren't ready for another person to be in there at that time. But
So it wasn't a bad presence, it was just a...
no, it's never malevolent. It's always just we want you to know we're sharing this space with you, and we're choosing to share the space. But anyway, it's a very interesting place to live and an interesting place to visit too. So thanks for letting me share my story.
Do-
All right,
thank you very much.
Okay,
Thank you.
yeah.
So you want me to set up a camera in Agatha's room?
So we'll work on Agatha's room, we'll do the hallway. So the motion detectors are where?
In all, everything's up in 207.
Okay. A child has been apparently heard running up and down the hallway here because this was his grandfather's suite. So what I've done is I've set up a camera facing this way, as well as a camera by the green wicker chair, a camera facing this way. If any entity should come down this hallway, we'll capture hopefully on camera. In addition, I have a motion detector here and a motion detector slightly farther down the hallway, which will hopefully pick up any motion. And then in the middle here, we have some toys, which will hopefully entice the 5-year-old child to play or move something with the abacus or roll the ball. If any of that stuff happens, we're going to get it with 2 different cameras. Okay, Kurt and I are going to go into the basement where apparently most of the activity that's been reported from the previous investigations has occurred.
Alright, so you're going to stay up here. Yeah. Make sure you're in the shower. Wow, that is sensitive. Alright, so you're gonna stay up here, you're gonna try to talk with little Willie.
Yeah, I'm gonna read.
Alright, Wizard of Oz. It's getting late. Alright, you enjoy your bedtime story with Willie. You stay here and play with your Willie. We'll catch you in a few minutes. Take it easy. There goes our PG rating. They said there wasn't too much going on down here, per se. We got a lot of noise anyways. Is the compressor running? I think this is where we want to go, guys. Get back through here. Watch your step.
Well, Kurt, this is the basement. This is where most of the strange activity has been reported.
There's something about this door here. That's the door the lady with dinner said she couldn't pass the threshold.
Oh.
On that door right here. I'm going to take a quick picture behind you. Flash.
Does the audience know that it's completely like pitch dark to me here? Even though they can see me rather clearly with the IR? What was that?
Somebody's making noise right upstairs.
There's something over in this area. I just heard a movement.
2, 1, flash. Got a visitor.
Hi.
What's up?
Amanda's up on the 3rd floor doing her recording, so I just didn't want to interfere.
Okay, you gonna join us?
Yeah.
Turn on my voice recorder, so... Alright, right now I am in Agatha's room. I know Justin and Kurt were up here trying to provoke her because she was supposedly afraid of men that were workers. I know she was abused by one of her neighbors, so she doesn't like men up here. However, I'm up here now because I know she did have a child and I also have a child, so maybe like she would like have be more friendly towards me, or I would be more approachable for her. Or is there a reason you made that decision to keep your child because it was a child that was created out of such a like horrible event for you as opposed to giving it up for adoption?
Who's me?
Okay.
Got you excited there though, huh?
You did. There's a dressing novel. I'm pretty sure that didn't belong to you, but did you ever have a dress similar to that? It's kind of like an old style sundress, I guess you would call it. Did you wear something like that? Just checking the time on the board. Oh, 10 minutes in so far. And
wait.
then,
And we are at 14 minutes of tape left, just so you know.
okay,
And it's 10 to 11.
okay, right about 2 more minutes in here.
Oh, I forgot to say flash, sorry.
Yeah. I'm seeing orbs now, Matt. Thanks.
Flash.
Our temperature readings are consistent with our baseline readings, just so you know.
So you guys didn't get any kind of EMF readings or carbon monoxide readings while you were down here?
Carbon monoxide, no. Mostly between 2 and 4 parts per million, so that was not unusual.
Yeah, because when they said that they felt nausea when they came down here, the very first thing I thought was maybe carbon monoxide or high EMF, something like that.
Yeah, so with that story, I did actually a very, very thorough carbon monoxide reading of the entire basement.
Do we need 3 down here for this?